in the battle space, everything starts with a map. It gives you common situational understanding of where you are, where the enemy is, what you have to do. It talks about operations, logistics, intelligence. We put that capability together. So now what used to take years to develop a plan for a theater now can take hours or days or weeks. And even better than that, now that you have a plan, it can adapt as the environment and as events adapt.
One of the foundations of the ERDC is that we're part of the Corps of Engineers, and they have been historically the Army's mapping and geospatial science experts. And with that history, we carry a legacy of topography and just geospatial analysis for years that has made us an expert in this field.
They often say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I like to say that a map is worth 1,000 pictures. There's so much information that you can convey within a map and be able to explain it in an easy and understandable way.
In the case of being in theater, an area can change vastly in just a number of days. It can change from when you went and drove a route yesterday to today. What we really focus on is how do you first get the highest resolution, highest accuracy, highest quality.
The ERDC, especially our group, is looking to ramp up the timeline from when soldiers get those maps. The maps that they have in theater might be a year, 2 years, even some 5 years old in some cases. Well, if you can deliver these map data on the fly, then they will have a common map background to work from in a matter of minutes or hours.
The bigger picture of why we are using these highly capable sensors and this very new and upcoming technology is that we live in a world that's changing. And all of that ties back to being able to have the most up-to-date information.
So we are developing a tool called Plans. It is an online tool for military planners to quickly determine the throughput of logistical supplies from point A to point B. Plans is very easy to use. You simply put in where you want to start and where you want to end, and behind the scenes it's automatically pulling all this data for you. And it's running all these complex models behind the scenes. We can do this within minutes versus now it usually takes about a month to do these plans.
One of the technologies that I've been fortunate enough to work on is a dismounted routing software. And by dismounted, I mean on foot. So when we think of routing, you might think of Google getting you from A to B. And that's what we were trying to do for the soldiers on foot. But the idea was to incorporate the extent of heavy loads that they're carrying on their back, the slope of the earth, the speed at which they're moving, to try to pull all that together and make their decisions about how to go from point A to B on foot a little bit better. One of the other concepts that we pull in is a basic geospatial analysis called line of sight, and that's trying to figure out where somebody can see in a particular area or where somebody cannot see. If we know a pilot went down an area, how far can he maneuver in a particular area in a given amount of time? So can we place a cache and placement site or supplies for him to get to based on the distance we know he can travel based on the surface of the earth and the kind of gear he's got on him.
We're working on an augmented reality project where we're trying to fuse in geospatial technologies with augmented reality. For instance, if they're in the back of an armored personnel carrier.
We are all patriots. We love our nation and we want to protect people and our soldiers and even domestic terrorists. We have a lot of ERDC people involved in protecting us against domestic terrorism. So there's this heartfelt that we all have that we work and work and work to solve these problems because we believe in it.
Logistics, operations, fires, intelligence, all on one map at the same time. It's never been done before. We put that capability together. So now what used to take years to develop a plan for a theater now can take hours or days or weeks. And even better than that, now that you have a plan, it can adapt as the environment and as events adapt. And so map-based mission planning technologies is a game changer for the future. We're building that not only for the warfighter, but we're envisioning ways that it can be used beyond the warfighter in the future.